You know, in the last video, I was talking about, just briefly, about how on that one episode of The View, Whoopi Goldberg was saying how she's tired of people starting up a conversation saying that, Mexicans are rapists and Mexicans are murderers, all this hate Mexican bullcrap, that she's saying. And I was saying that, no one says that. No one says that Mexicans are rapists. No one says that Mexicans are murderers, and that no one says that Mexicans are evil. No one says things like that. What we are saying is that there are illegal immigrants who come into this country from Mexico who just happen to be criminals. And criminals do things that are illegal. And that's the point. They should not be here in the first place. We're not saying that no one should come into this country at all. We're not saying that Mexicans who want to live in the country, who want to live in the United States, we're not saying that they shouldn't be here. We're not saying that anyone who wants to come here from Canada, or who wants to come here from Japan, who wants to come here from Germany, we're not saying that nobody is welcome into this country. That is not what we are saying. What we are saying is that if you're going to come into this country, do it legally. You come into this country legally. You don't just sneak across the border. You don't do that. The United States and Mexico and all other countries in this world are like houses in a neighborhood, and the earth is the neighborhood. There are homes that have signs that say, private property, no trespassing. Why? I'm sure that, every homeowner in the world, they have their reasons for why they would have a sign like that in their front yard. But I would say that the main issue, the main reason why, is because they're concerned about their safety. They're concerned about the safety of themselves, their wives, their kids. That's what it's all about. It's all about their safety. And the United States is no different. We put laws on the books, our private property, no trespassing laws, without permission. We're not saying that you shouldn't be allowed to come to our front door, knock on the door, and if you want to talk to us, we're just going to slam. We're not saying we're not going to slam the door in your face. We're not going to do that. If you want to come into our house, then you need to approach the house like a dignified person, knock on the door, and say, "Hi, could I talk to you for a few minutes?" It's the same thing when it comes to our borders. If you want to come live into this country, you need to go through the process. You don't just sneak across the border. Just like no one in any neighborhood should just sneak onto someone's property. It's their property. They reserve the right to decide who comes onto their property and who doesn't, based upon whether they are going to be a hazard to their safety, like a safety violation, if that makes any sense. And that's the point. And that's something that even Judge Jeanine Pirro said on The View. She mentioned that there are Mexicans who are here illegally, and that's what they're fighting against. They are fighting against illegal immigrants being in this country. And that was when Whoopi Goldberg went off going, "We're done, say goodbye," like the liberal piece of crap Whoopi Goldberg is. Amazing. And I think that's the thing about leftist liberals such as Whoopi Goldberg, Either they are so ignorant that they can't see the truth, or they're so arrogant that they refuse to accept the truth. And that's what it is. I'm telling you, leftist liberals are a hazard to this country. Whoopi Goldberg is a hazard to this country. Joy Behar is a hazard to this country. Anyone who is anti-Trump, anyone who is anti-conservative American values, which would also include Hillary Clinton and Elizabeth Warren and Nancy Pelosi, they are a hazard to this country, hands down. There's no two ways about it. That's all the time I have for now. Thank you for watching, and God bless. And I'm not going to keep it in church.